Conor's got a very explosive, exciting style, but he's never boxed yet at that level, especially at 147. I don't think Conor Benn can beat any of the elite guys at 147. I think he's got a much better chance of doing it at 54 and 160. I don't think he punches hard at 147. I don't think he'll have the same chin at 147.
I'm one of the best in the world at this.
I don't even think about it.
Yeah.
All I do is focus on doing what I got to do. And that's why I am where I am, because I just focus on doing me. Forget all the noise, forget all the politics, forget everything else. Focus on being the best fighter I can be and let my team handle the rest.
You know, speaking of you punching people's heads in, you and Ryan got in it on X the other day. You said he lacks heart and you're going to make him quit.
Yeah.
You know,
That's not speculation. That's facts. We've seen.
It's a fight, right? He tried to kill me, right? So if I put him in a stretcher, why is that a problem? And I'm gonna leave no crumbs. I'm gonna beat him so bad, I might even hit him on the ground. Nah, I'm not gonna cheat. We're gonna hit him though, till he falls on the ground. You're gonna be like, finish him.
Straight off the bat, Eddie Hearn drops a bombshell that could completely change the way fans view Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn. This isn't the usual promoter hype or carefully chosen pre-fight praise. Hearn is openly warning Benn.
I just feel like Ryan's just too sharp, you know, and I think there's a difference in levels between a Ryan Garcia and a Regis Prograis right now, you know what I mean? And I think if Ryan goes...
that he's walking into a nightmare. In his eyes, Ryan Garcia isn't simply the favorite at welterweight. He's operating on an entirely different level. And Hearn doesn't stop there. He goes straight after the one...
I don't think he has any power down at that weight. And I think he looked much more effective and strong.
Weapon Conor Benn's supporters have always trusted most: his punching power. If even his own promoter believes Benn's power won't carry over against Garcia at this weight, then his entire game plan...
It don't really make no difference to me what he does. Ultimately, I can't wait to put my fist through his head, through his skull, September 12th. That's it. He can talk and throw his toys out the pram and have his little flare-ups, his tantrum things that he does. It don't make no difference to me. I've dealt with...
suddenly comes under serious pressure. But Conor Benn isn't accepting the criticism quietly. Benn fires straight back, refusing to be intimidated or talked down to. Instead of retreating from the pressure...
I mean, if I look at his career, he's only fought guys that are on the way out. He's never fought a young, hungry, talented fighter. This is actually his first time ever doing it. So we're gonna see what he has. He's rushed into this position. So we're gonna show him that what happens when you rush into something you're not ready for. And this is a problem.
He embraces it, promising that September 12th will be the night he silences every doubter. Benn clearly believes Garcia has been overhyped, and he's determined to prove that confidence means nothing once the...
I think that Ryan Garcia is a better boxer, but if they get to a fight, which it might happen, I would pick Conor Benn. Because Conor Benn is not skilled. He's not that skilled, but he's a raw fighter. You know, he's just a raw fighter. He wants to get there. He wants to fight. So if they get to that, if they get to that fight,
Do you think he'd be better? Conor Benn obviously was made about the weight drain. Do you think he'd be better at 47 or going up to 54 to try and make
54,
that fight?
54. I think at 54. I think because at 47
The opening bell rings. Then Ryan Garcia enters the conversation himself, and he turns the temperature even higher. Garcia mocks Benn's resume, suggesting that many of the names on it were already fading when Benn faced them.
How does he do if he fights Conor Benn? Who wins that? Ryan? Easy. Easy? Why?
No more talent. That fight, the talent will show.
From Garcia's perspective, September 12th isn't simply another fight. It's the moment Conor Benn finally discovers what happens when he faces a fighter operating at the highest level. Even
this one thing that's so, like, Ryan Garcia has this nasty left hook. It's the
kid's super fast.
Yeah, it's a crazy left hook. It's so goddamn good. It's so much better than most people's that everybody who fights him doesn't understand what he can do until he does it. He just whips.
Fast, powerful. Both.
Fast, powerful, distance management, angles that it comes from. It comes up, it comes around, it just hits you faster than you know it's supposed to.
Former world champion Regis Prograis isn't completely convinced Benn belongs at this level. His hesitation when discussing the matchup only adds fuel to the growing narrative that Benn could be facing a massive step up.
I know you're getting all excited, but I'll come over there and smack them glasses straight off your face.
Crazy? I don't even understand shit he said.
I'll come over there and smack them glasses straight off your face. That's what I'll do. Sitting there.
You won't do shit. I promise you won't do shit. I promise you won't
do shit. You won't do shit.
The question isn't whether Benn has talent. It's whether that talent is enough against someone with Garcia's speed, explosiveness, and experience. Adrian Broner is even more ruthless. Broner doesn't appear to need much time to make his prediction. He calls the matchup an easy night for Ryan Garcia.
I'm one of the best in the world at this.
I don't even think about it.
Yeah.
All I do is focus on doing what I got to do. And that's why I am where I am, because I just focus on doing me. Forget all the noise, forget all the politics, forget everything else. Focus on being the best fighter I can be and let my team handle the rest.
You know, speaking of you punching people's heads in, you and Ryan got in it on X the other day. You said he lacks heart and you're going to make him quit.
Yeah.
You know,
That's not speculation. That's facts. We've seen.
Former world champion dismisses a fight this casually. It adds another layer to the growing disrespect surrounding Benn. Then there's Joe Rogan, who focuses on the weapon that could create the biggest problems for Benn: Garcia's devastating left hook. Watching Garcia's footage, Rogan appears stunned by.
That's a good fight, right? I think it's gonna be a little more action, but it's just your Monta is too good.
What do you think about the body shot?
That cares a lot, but you know, we are fighters. We need to get out with that.
By the speed and timing behind the punch. That same weapon is exactly what Eddie Hearn has repeatedly warned Benn about. But this rivalry is no longer just about boxing. The hostility between Garcia and Benn has become deeply personal. The press conference tension, the insults.
Both guys can punch. I think Ryan's a little faster. And might punch a little harder, I'm not sure. But so that makes it a pretty much an even fight. But like I said, Ryan Garcia, which Ryan is going to show up?
And the constant back and forth have transformed this from a simple matchup into a genuine grudge fight. Neither man appears willing to give the other an inch, and every statement seems designed to create even more pressure before September 12th. Benn continues to put on a fearless front. He insists the criticism doesn't bother him, and promises to push Garcia into territory he's never experienced before. But the louder the doubters become, the more Benn has to prove. Then Canelo Alvarez enters the discussion. When a pound-for-pound superstar like Canelo appears to see such a significant...
Conor Benn against Ryan Garcia, I think Conor Benn gets absolutely splattered. I've got to be honest, I don't think he's got a chance. He's not there yet, and I've said it before, and he gets the ump with me for saying it. But who's he beat? What's he done? Who's his biggest win?
Chris Eubank.
Yeah, but... And who's the other kid he beat? Was it Algeria?
Yeah, but he was 43 off.
Eubank, you can't say it's a big win. This guy finished Eubank years ago.
Gap between the two fighters, that opinion carries enormous weight. Benn isn't simply being questioned by promoters or commentators anymore. He's being doubted by some of the biggest names in the sport. Jeff Mayweather provides one of the few voices willing to acknowledge Benn's potential. He points to speed and power as factors that could genuinely change.
You know, in terms of that fight, I think it's a good fight. You know, I don't think it's a big fight in America. I think it's a big fight in the UK. Obviously, Ryan's a big star in America, Conor's not. Ryan's a bigger star in the UK than Conor is in America, and Conor's a big star in the UK. So, Yeah, I don't think it's a fight that's going to do massive numbers, but I like the fight. I think it's exciting. I think at 147, Ryan's a big fight. I don't think Conor should be fighting at 147. I think, I like him up at 160 or up towards that weight class, but I don't see a way he beats Ryan Garcia at 140.
Change the fight. But even that optimism comes with a warning. Does Ben have enough to overcome Garcia if Garcia doesn't even need to be at his absolute best? Carl Froch takes the criticism even further. Froch tears into Ben's resume, questioning the quality of the opposition he's
really struggled at the weight. He's going to struggle against Garcia, who is a massive puncher at welterweight with both left and right hooks, notably that left hook. It's a dangerous fight for him. I think it'll deliver all the way to the fight, but I think he'll get knocked out by Ryan Garcia, unless he knocks Garcia out himself. I want to see Devin Haney in with Ryan Garcia as well in the rematch.
Defeated, and whether any of those victories truly prepared him for someone like Garcia. According to Froch's assessment, Ben hasn't beaten anyone close to the elite level required to justify the confidence surrounding this matchup. And then Eddie Hearn returns with another brutal assessment. This time, Hearn questions Ben's popularity rather than his boxing ability. His comments suggest that Ben hasn't yet reached the level.
You have to give him a chance, but it's probably quite a slim one. Yeah, but listen, it's about opportunity, and we don't know. Conor Benn's been craving for this world title fight. He's been calling it out for a long time. The thing that concerns me, Paul, is when you go up to 160 pound, the super middleweight division, and then you're coming back down to welterweight, you're the division that you used to compete in, but you haven't been there for 4 years. You haven't made that weight for 4 years. I think your body adjusts and and acclimatizes to a certain weight division. And I think
of global stardom that some believe he has, combined with his doubts about Ben's chances at welterweight. It's an especially harsh message coming from the man responsible for promoting him. Gareth A. Davies goes one step further, predicting that Ben could suffer a genuine knockout rather than simply lose a competitive decision. He's already discussing Garcia's potential next opponent, almost as if Ben's survival isn't even part of the equation. Spencer
made the most memorable nights in boxing. The ones where people go, God, what a fight, what a night. Something to remember, history made, legacy made. That's why I'm here, so whoever wants it can get it.
That's who you are, I have no doubt about it. But I asked a very direct question. This is first thing. He don't know me that well yet. Who do you want? Who's the guy? Garcia. Yeah, that's all I want to hear. That's all.
Oliver raises another concern: Ben's physical adjustment. After spending years away from welterweight, the question becomes whether Ben can comfortably handle the demands of the division. The issue isn't simply making the weight. It's whether his body can perform at its best once the punches start flying. Ben, however, refuses to back down. Speaking directly to Dana White, he demands to be taken seriously and insists he's capable of becoming a genuine threat to Garcia. For Ben, this isn't just about winning one fight. It's about changing the way the boxing world views his entire career. Shakur Stevenson adds an interesting twist. Instead of attacking Ben, he questions Garcia's preparation and wonders whether the promotion surrounding this blockbuster could distract him from training. Yet even with that,
I kind of think that he's not focused. I don't think that he really took the fight serious. It seemed like he was more so focused on selling the fight than actually working and making sure that he's coming 100% ready.
That concern, Stevenson still leans toward Garcia finding a knockout. Finally, Max Kellerman looks at the matchup through boxing history. Elite speed, timing, athleticism, and precision can create problems that simply can't be solved with aggression alone. And that's the nightmare Ben faces. Because if Garcia enters the ring focused, sharp, and explosive, Ben may discover that confidence and power aren't enough. September 12th could be the night Conor Benn proves everyone wrong, or the night Ryan Garcia turns every warning into reality.